guys, and welcome back to another pregnancy update. I am so sorry for the 2-week hiatus that I took. Just pregnancy, exhaustion, and just everything in life. If you've been watching my channel and keeping up with us, you know that we are in the middle of moving and we're kind of in just limbo. Nathan, my son, and I are staying with family while my husband is away at school. We're a military family and I'm just in a funk. I'm ready to be in my own space. We left the nice hot weather of it being like 85 to 90 degree daily and the sunshine and came to Washington where it's freezing. It's the middle of winter and it's cold and it's like rainy and snowy, and I don't know if that's just like playing a mix of it or if it's just pregnancy, but I've just been like funkish and just really exhausted and not a lot of motivation. So we're getting back into it this week. I'm kicking myself for not filming it the last 2 weeks, but here we are today. I am officially at 12 weeks as of today, and I have a lot of exciting stuff to share with you guys. So let's get into the questions like I have been doing. If you haven't watched any of my pregnancy updates previously, I will link one in the top corner and more in the drop down for you down below. But let's get going. So kicking off with the total weight gain. So I know in one of my early pregnancy videos, I had said that I'm starting out this pregnancy at like 120, 125, and I guess I just hadn't weighed myself because when I went in for my very first doctor's appointment, I was like roughly like 130, 131, and this last time that I went in, I'm at like 135. So I've definitely gained like a couple pounds, but nowhere have I gained like 12 pounds. So I think the baseline for this pregnancy is, I'm gonna say I started at 130, and right now, like I said, at the last doctor's appointment, I weighed in at 135. So we've definitely gained like anywhere from 3 to 5-ish pounds. And from what I was reading, you normally are set to gain like 4 to 5 pounds in your first trimester, and I'm almost through my first trimester, so I feel like that's pretty spot on. My weight could have fluctuated on the scale depending on like how it was that day or what I've eaten, so there's that. But yeah, roughly I've gained probably like 4 pounds so far. So maternity clothes, I have kind of started to slowly make the shift. I'm not like full shift into it. I'm wearing like a t-shirt today and I'm wearing just like a plain pair of leggings, but I have started buying stuff, and there has been a couple days that I have decided to wear one of the pairs of jeans, just because if I am out and about, regular jeans are just getting uncomfortable. I think I said in a previous video that I wear a lot of like tight fitted skinny jeans that are high-waisted, and like the high-waisted just isn't working very well for me anymore. If I go out to eat and I eat a lot at dinner, like I just feel so bloated and it's just so uncomfortable that I have to unbutton my pants and like unzip them in the car as soon as I get in. So there's been a couple days where I've just thrown on like a pair of skinny jeans that are maternity. I thrifted a pair. I think I told you guys about it, but I don't think I shared it. They're just like a cute little skinny jean that's ripped. I bought them for like $4 or $5 at a consignment store, and they are doing the trick right now because, like I said earlier, we are moving, so I didn't pack any maternity clothes in my suitcases, and we are in travel and transit for 2 to 3 months. And I didn't find out until the day before we flew that I was expecting, and all of our household goods had already been moved and packed out. So I couldn't just pack them in my suitcase. So I've just been like hodgepodging and like buying pieces here and there. I did save all of my maternity clothes for my first pregnancy, so I just like need to get to San Diego and have my household goods, and then I have access to all of that. But I have slowly been kind of making a shift. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, over the weekend, I did pick up a pair of shorts. I just got this pair of shorts. They're Levi. They're an extra small little pregnancy band. Obviously, I just said I was in winter, but we do go to Texas in 3.5 weeks, and it's going to be warm down there, and I'm just anticipating like needing at least a pair of shorts and something that's comfortable, since I don't know if my normal shorts are gonna fit me in another 4 weeks. So I did pick up those. They were only like 20 bucks. I bought them at the NEX, which is a military store here at the Air Force Base close to us, but I'm sure you can find the Levi Strauss brand online if you are interested in them. They're really cute. But yeah, that's where we're standing with maternity clothes currently. So still no stretch marks. I didn't get any with my first pregnancy, so we'll see how this time goes around, but I'm just using normal lotion at the moment. I'm kind of trying to put off buying like the whole kit that I bought last time. I do think I'll eventually buy it, but if I buy the like cocoa butter kit now, then I have to transport it in my suitcase here in a couple weeks. So I'm trying to just like use up what I have on hand, but I will be needing to purchase something here soon because I'm running low on my lotion. So like I said previously, and I say every week, leave me your suggestions of your favorite one down below. Sleeping is still going just about as good as the last time I did an update. I'm still having to get up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom, still only like once a night, and then I do have a toddler and we're sharing a room right now since we're traveling, and he's up in the middle of the night. He sleeps through the night, but he gets out of his bed and wants to get into my bed and snuggle, and I can't turn him down since we're in the same room. I'm not gonna stare at him and tell him no. So we're kind of like co-sleeping halfway through the night, and then I've just been having like bouts of insomnia where I just either I get up to go to the bathroom and I lie back down and I can't fall asleep, or I'm just lying there awake. But I do fall asleep pretty fast at night. I don't anticipate everything getting better until we're like settled in our own house, but we'll see. We're just taking it week by week, but overall my sleep's not awful, but it's not like phenomenal. So best moment so far this week was going in for another doctor's appointment. So we went in for my first appointment and I was measuring a couple days off, and so she added in a additional appointment 2 weeks later so that we could do a follow-up ultrasound just to confirm the dating. Right now my due date is September 18th, and after this second appointment she did confirm we're just going to keep the date. Dating for baby is good. I did get a little bit of an ultrasound for the baby. There it is. And the heartbeat down below, baby's heartbeat was at 173, and she said it was fluctuating between 170 and 175. So baby does have an extremely strong heartbeat. And also the week prior to this appointment, I went in for another appointment where I did all of my pregnancy lab work and all of our genetic testing, and normally that would take about 10 days to come back, but thankfully all of it came back literally the morning of my doctor's appointment, and we got confirmation that everything genetically looks great with baby. Everything was low, so there's no sign for concern at this moment. And then all of my lab work came back looking really good. There was rubella. There was one thing that when we did my blood work, that I didn't have immunity to, and that was, I believe, rubella. And I know that I've been vaccinated before for that, and I think I went through this, if I remember correctly, with Nathan. You can't get that vaccine during pregnancy, but as soon as I deliver, I'll get that shot again, and I think that happened with Nathan as well. So some people I guess have low immunity, so that was the only thing that was like popped up on my lab work. But yeah, baby is great. And also with all of our genetic testing that we did, we also found out gender, which I have not found out yet. We are planning on doing like a gender reveal with family down in Texas. So currently I have it sitting in an envelope. I haven't looked at it. I don't know it. Rowdy doesn't know it. Like, nobody knows it yet, because we're going to be sending it to I believe my brother-in-law, and then he is going to put together whatever we want, whether that be like a cake or smoke or confetti, and put it all together for us, because he will be visiting Texas the same time we are. So that is going to be a special moment that we get to celebrate with them. Missing anything? I think I've said this previously, but the only thing I'm really missing is just like being able to have a slow moving morning. Currently, obviously I have a toddler and I have to come downstairs with him and eat immediately first thing in the morning, or I'm like already struggling. And it doesn't matter like if I snack in bed ahead of time, like I am like struggling to get breakfast made in the morning. And I miss just like being able to like take it easy, like eat when I want to eat, and that's not a thing right now. I'm feeling so sick. If I don't eat every 2 hours or before my body even tells me I'm hungry, I like feel so lethargic and I get the shakes. So that's what I'm missing. I'm just missing like a little bit of like normalcy and like not having all of these pregnancy symptoms, but I know that the symptoms are a blessing, and I'm just trying to take that and remind myself of that. So, but yeah, the symptoms, I missed feeling normal. Movement, so no, I am only 12 weeks, so I don't anticipate feeling movement for at least a few more weeks, but I know they say with your second child, you can feel movement pretty like sooner than your first, just because you know what the feeling is and what to expect. And I feel like ever since having my first child, I definitely feel like gas bubbles and things down there way more than I ever did pre-pregnancy. So I'm definitely more hypervigilant about that, but nothing that I can really like say is a kick. Although I do feel like some fluttering emotions, I think it's just gas at this point, and nothing that I can really say like for sure is baby. But I do hope that that is coming in the near future, just because I feel like that is such a special moment, and it feels awesome when you feel that first kick. So we have that to look forward to. Anything making you sick or queasy? Yes, for like the last few weeks, my prenatals. So I've been taking the Ollie brand prenatals. They're like the orange flavor or citrus flavor. I bought them in bulk previously before we left Guam because they were buy one get one half off, and it was the only one I could find at the moment. So I just bought it and started taking it, and I forgot I had this side effect in my first pregnancy as well. Just the taste of the gummies started to get to me, and it literally makes me gag. I have to like sit and like focus on chewing it without gagging every single night, and it's just disgusting. I don't know what it is, but like my like senses are so heightened. I feel like I can taste like the fish oil and like all the different vitamins in it, and it's just like so hard to stomach every night. But I already paid for them, so I'm trying to just like suck it up and be an adult and finish out the last of the pack, and then I will definitely be ordering a pill form. But I need to remind myself in the future not to buy gummies, because I feel like I said, this happened with Nathan as well, and it's happening again. I also am still queasy over changing Nathan's diapers. The smell of like his bowel movements, like I'm always plugging my nose, and it's so cute because he is at that toddler stage where he mimics and copies everything that we do. So he has started like pulling his shirt over his nose, and he'll plug his nose and be like "pee-you," and he'll pretend to like gag. So it definitely makes me laugh, but that is still making me queasy as well. And then other than that, there are like some foods, it's not like a certain food that I can pinpoint, but like sometimes like just the smell of things makes me gross. Opening the fridge this week, there wasn't even anything rotting or gross in the fridge. Like there was like leftovers from the night before, but just like the smell of opening the fridge grossed me out. I had to shut it immediately. So yeah, there's definitely like some queasiness going on from some outside things. So gender guess, I feel like it's a boy, just because, I don't know, I guess like having a girl, maybe it's just because I already have a boy, but having a girl just seems like way harder to obtain. I don't know, but I will say that this pregnancy is a little bit different than Nathan, my firstborn. With him, I feel like I had a really easy pregnancy. I would sleep in and stay in bed like all morning, and then I would go to work at noon. I'd eat lunch around like 11 before I went to work, and then I would snack at work and come home and eat dinner at like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. If I did that now, I feel like I would absolutely die. Like I said earlier, I have to eat literally like every 2 hours on demand before I even feel hungry. Otherwise, I literally like am physically shaking and feel like I'm gonna pass out. And I definitely did not have that with Nathan. Although I did have some like queasiness with Nathan, nothing like I've been feeling now. I still haven't vomited, but I've had a few days where I like dry heave. And yeah, I also have had like some breakouts. Right now my skin is really clear, but earlier this week I had like a massive pimple like right here that refused to pop. I had one in the middle and I had one over here. And with Nathan, my skin broke out very, very early in pregnancy, like right around the time I found out, and then my skin was clear all the way through. So that is a little bit different than my last pregnancy. So I don't know, but like I said, I feel like it's a boy just because a girl seems really hard to obtain. Labor signs, nope, zero, not for a long time. So symptoms, I'll repeat again, but the having to eat every 2 hours. Like I said, if I don't eat every 2 hours, I get these shakes. It almost feels like a blood sugar drop, and I feel like the color rushes from my face. I feel shaky. I feel super hot and like it's just awful. So that is the first thing that I've really been struggling with. The next thing is I've been having dreams. Most of the times I don't really remember them, but I know that I'm having like weird dreams, especially like when I'm getting up in the morning or when I'm waking up to use the restroom. Like I'll kind of remember bits and pieces and then I'm like, that was weird. But dreams, I've definitely been having the pregnancy dreams. I also noted this week that my sweet tooth is slowly returning. With Nathan, my firstborn, I never had a sweet tooth, like nothing. And this time around I was having the same thing where like I'm normally a super sweet tooth, like I'll binge a whole bag of candy in a sitting, and I haven't done that. I have stuff on the counter that's still unopened, like sweets, but they have, like I said, it's slowly been coming back. I craved chocolate chip cookies, but they had to be chocolate chip cookies that were warm and gooey and just came out of the oven, and that really hit the spot. But then I had a baggie of them sitting on the counter for a couple days and I tried one the next day. Didn't want it. It had to be specifically ooey gooey and warm out of the oven. But my sweet tooth is coming back. I did buy Girl Scout cookies also the other day. I've also been getting headaches the last week or so, and it's the kind of headaches that you go to bed with a headache and you wake up and you still have a headache. Some nights in the evening it's almost on the brink of a migraine, and sometimes like the ones when I just wake up in the morning, it's not really like a full-blown headache, but it feels like pressure around my head. So, and like the start of a headache, I thought that it was just because I wasn't drinking enough water and I needed to be better about that. So I really tried to focus on that, and it still was happening regardless. So I guess I'm just dealing with headaches. That is another symptom that I never really dealt with my firstborn. I also noted that I am kind of moody, not like crazy moody, but I feel like sometimes, I don't know if it's just maybe because I'm not feeling good or if it really is due to pregnancy. I feel like my patience, some days I wake up and it's like great, and then like as the morning goes on, I feel like I start to lose my patience with a toddler and I really like have to rein myself in. But nothing crazy, but yeah, I definitely like have had a little bit of mood swings. And then the last thing that I said was a symptom this week is I have been a very picky eater with eating every 2 hours. Like I also don't have a big appetite. Like it is a chore to eat right now. And I feel like the easiest way to explain it is I feel like a toddler where that doesn't want to eat anything and is going through a picky phase. So I have picked up like some plain almonds and like some cheese sticks and like little snacks and things to just grab easily, but typically it doesn't really, like if I don't eat like a full-blown meal every 2 hours, it doesn't settle the nausea. And like the shakes that I get, like I try to eat a string cheese or like a handful of almonds and like it does nothing for me unless I like break out a full meal. So those are the symptoms that I'm struggling with at 11 weeks, or like the 11 to 12 week mark. So we'll see if that gets better as I end the first trimester, but yeah, those are my symptoms. Belly button in or out? I am just now starting to pop, so belly button is in. Wedding rings on or off? Wedding rings are on, and actually I'm wearing my fake one this week because I dropped off my real wedding bands at the jeweler's last week to be repaired. If you followed along on my channel, I lost the diamond previously and they are finally fixing it. So I am getting it fixed and my ring soldered together, and hopefully it will be done in the next week so I can put it back on. But yep, wedding rings are on, and I wore them all the way through my last pregnancy, so hopefully it'll be the same this time around. Happy or moody most of the time. Like I stated in my symptoms, I have been feeling a little bit moody here or there, but it's really hard to say if that's pregnancy or just being, like I said, not in our own space, being on top of family, not having like our normal routine, and what's really like pregnancy and just like ready to be in our own space again. But I have been, like I said, feeling a little bit moody, but overall I still feel like I am happy this pregnancy. What am I looking forward to? So I am looking forward to going to Texas and finding out the gender of this baby. I just want to know already. It's so hard like having the results and not being able to look. And obviously that's our own doing because I didn't get to have a gender reveal with my firstborn, and it's something that I really wanted this time around, just that element of surprise together, and getting to celebrate that with family for the first time just is so exciting to me. But yeah, it's a struggle. We have 3 weeks left until we leave for Texas, 3.5 weeks, and I am so excited. And the 12-week baby bump for you guys. Let me get you guys all set up. So, this is what it's looking like from the front. There's the side, back, the other side, and the front again. The bump is definitely growing and it just makes me so excited. And like I said, we got that confirmation that baby is just doing phenomenal and growing and is healthy. So I couldn't ask for anything more. So you guys, if you are enjoying my pregnancy updates, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me your comments if you are expecting. How far along are you? And let's see if we are on this journey together. And if you're just one of my returning subscribers, leave me any comments you might have down below. I'll see you guys next week for another update. Bye guys.